Wow, it's another week on Kids Golden Moments. When I say Kids Golden Moments, what do you say? Hats, hands, and heels. Indeed, schools have resumed. In fact, we thank God so much for bringing us back to school. You went to school this week, right? How was your experience? Yes, it was fun. Yes, we really had a long period of break whilst in the house, but today God has been very faithful to us, and over the weeks we've been able to go to school. Yes, I wish I could meet you one-on-one to ask you of your experience, but then we will share it online, don't worry. Okay, so this is a Kids Golden Moment. So with me here is 1,000 gold packs for all orphanages out there, but you know schools have resumed, so we are giving it to every child. Okay, so it entails a lot. Okay, yes, which can ease with teaching and learning. We have some colors here, some exercises. In fact, it is really packaged. You know, the package is full, so every kid out there, I think you should yearn for one. Okay, so with this we would want to move on to our I am a CEO session. We tell you that this is a session where we groom kids to do something with their hands. You know, education is not only in the classroom. You can do something for yourself outside the classroom and be a great entrepreneur. So with me here is our adorable Nora. Last week we did our frame. Yes, she taught us how to do our frame. So I think today we will continue, right? So over to you, Miss Nora.
Kids Golden Moments, hats, hands, and heels. Welcome to another segment of I Am a CEO. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to finish the frame that I started. Okay. So I finished it up and I'm going to show you how to do this in case you forgot how to do it.
Okay. Wow.
So I have my scissors that you can take one. Okay. So I'm going to divide the sheet into two. I'm going to show you how to do the bars in case you have forgotten.
The bars. But I should also do some.
Yes.
Okay. I'm an apprentice, you know.
So we need this strip of paper.
Okay.
So I'm going to fold it into two. I'm going to fold the other parts. I'm going to fold it neatly and nicely on the table. Then I'm going to fold the other parts. And I want to fold the other parts on the table. Make sure that it overlaps so that it will give me the nice circle I want. The frame was supposed to be finished this week, but I was dying to see how it will look when I'm done with it. So this is how it looks like. So I'm now going to be showing you how to do this. So I would need glue. I'm going to put some of the glue on the other side of it. This side. So when I'm done, then I'll put it on the other part to overlap it. So press it nice.
Okay.
Make sure it dries.
You press it nicely. Wow. Kids out there, I hope you're also doing it, because you have to learn how to do something on your own, especially for mommy or daddy or for a sibling of yours.
I've cut mine short because
okay. So I also cut mine. Yeah.
So I'm going to open it up to give it a hole like a straw. Straws normally have holes inside them. Okay. So I'm opening it up. So now it looks like a straw.
So kids out there, I hope you are watching.
And now
like a straw now.
It becomes bigger. Then you cut the sides into V. Then into another V. Nice shape. Yes. So this is how we get the bars. Then maybe maybe I'm going to stick it on this finish sheet as a sample. Then you stick it on it. So it's going to be looking like a frame stand.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is what you are doing.
No,
Wow.
I'm doing this with the
This
bars.
one, the bars.
Now this one, you just slide the picture through it.
Okay. Then you have your beautiful frame. That's wonderful. Okay.
So that's how I did the bars. Then I decorated it with some glitter balls, and this is how it look like. So you keep your picture inside. This one is slide. That's what you can fix it.
Okay. All right. So that is our frame. Indeed, she is a CEO. She is a CEO of her own. A JHS graduate who can do this. In fact, by the time she gets to the university, you can imagine this thrilling thing she's going to do. She's going to do so many things. In fact, we have to get her a shop of her own. You have to start something, teaching others. When you go to school, try and then learn more. Okay. All right. So are you going to dip in anything?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want, I've not gotten a measurement of the hole, so I'm going to look at it and cut. I'll slide it inside.
So with that, you can design anything on it,
Yes.
like a picture or
Even you can paste a picture on it. And you slide it nicely. It's a little big. I have to cut some.
That means you have to get a good measurement. Okay.
This is just a free hand.
Wow.
Slide
Wow.
it
Okay. So
I
you
have to
can
cut
see
it.
you have to cut it. Okay. Don't worry, this is a freehand something. Okay, it's very beautiful. You can imagine at the end of it, if you have your picture here, oh, or you know this Val's Day, so you can do something for your mother. Mommy, I love you very much. You can also show love to everybody, your teachers, especially now you've gone back to school. Yes, you can do so many things to wow everybody. And this is the I am a CEO section. Are we done?
Yes, please.
Okay, so that is the I am a CEO section. We always tell you it is good to train your kids to do something on their own, because this life is not only about education. Even with education, you can still be a better person as an entrepreneur. Okay, so with that, we quickly move on to our moral tips section. But before that, I want to tell you something small about paper bags. We already know that our mother here do a lot of paper bags, okay, for invitations, for weddings, for everything. Now we don't even buy food and put it in a thank you polythene anymore. You can get a paper bag of your own, okay, and then brand it very well like this. When you're giving this as a gift to somebody, no matter how the package is, it makes it very nice, attractive, and you know, blessings more. Okay, so that's it. So you can contact Mama Ranti for any paper bag, for any size and any other thing you want, especially when with citations. As she said, with citations, don't go there. She is the number one.
Okay. You can start.
Alright, kids, let me welcome you to the English section. As Mommy said, we've all missed you a lot. But by God's grace, we are here again. Today, I would like us to look at the topic that I would like us to look at today, concord. You can also refer to it as subject-verb agreement. Okay, it's concord. Or you can also refer to it as subject-verb agreement. What does it mean? Let me put that one in bracket. Subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. What do you mean by subject-verb agreement? We mean the balance between a subject and its main verb in any sentence. You get it? The balance between a subject and its main verb in any sentence. Good. Now, what do you mean by subject part of a sentence? The subject part is the doer of an action. The doer can be either a person or a thing. Good. And then verb. What do you mean by a verb? In primary, we define it as well as a doing word or an action word. When you go to the upper primary and the junior high, we shall define it as a word that indicates an action expressed in a sentence. Indicates an action expressed in a sentence. Good. So we shall be looking at the balance between, or a balance between a subject and its main verb in any sentence. Good. So that is the definition of the topic that we have on the board. That is concord. Good. Now we have rules that govern concord, and today I would like us to consider only 2 of them. Then next week we'll look at the rest. So the first rule states that a singular subject must agree with a singular verb. Must agree with a singular, which means that if the subject is singular, the verb should also be what? Be singular. So you are saying that a singular subject must agree with a singular verb. Now let me give you an example. The window. The window is closed. The window is closed. Here, window serves as the subject part of the sentence. Window is the subject part of the sentence, or the doer of the action. So the window is closed. What is closed? Is the window. So the window is the one being talked about here, or the thing being talked about here. So it serves as the subject part. Now, because window is singular, we did not use a plural verb, but rather we used is. Because the subject is what? Is singular. Once the subject is singular, it must agree with a singular verb. That is the reason why we have is here. Now, if you change the window, the subject with a singular to plural, instead of the window, we say the windows. This time, the subject has changed from singular to plural. Because it's now plural, the verb must also change from singular to plural so that both can agree. I hope it's working. So the windows are closed. So the windows are closed. So that's going to be the second rule. That is, a plural subject must agree with a plural verb. As simple as that. Anytime the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. When the subject is plural, the verb should also be what? Plural. Good. Hope you have understood it. Let me give you another example. Example 2. The child. This time you have used a singular subject. The child. So once child is singular, it must agree with a singular verb. So it says the child is angry. Not hungry, but rather angry. The child is angry. So this time we have a singular subject, and so we use a singular verb, is. Now, if we change the subject, child, to plural, instead of the child, this time make it the children. So we say the children. This time, because the subject has changed from singular to plural, the verb should also change from singular to plural so that it can agree. The verb can agree with the is subject or can agree with the subject. So the children are angry. So you see, so because the subject changed from singular to plural, the verb should also change from singular to plural so that both can agree. That is why we say subject, verb, agreement. I hope you've gotten it. We shall end it here and then continue next week. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.
Alright. You see, just like what Auntie WINIFRED said, we have missed you so much. I personally have missed you. So today, remember what last week was S. So this week is T. T. In school, what comes into mind? Timetable. Have they changed your timetable? Yeah. They said you should now close at 12, isn't it? You're not so happy, I know, but because of the COVID, we have to be careful. When when you play too much or you play with your friends too much, you are likely to contract it. But I believe one thing, no child, God will protect all the children. No child will ever get COVID-19, okay? So you are safe. Let's go on to additionally T. T. What comes into mind? Let's look at T. T is the 20. Oh, we have read 20. The 20th alphabet in the English dictionary. So we have A, B, C, all the way to T. What does T mean? Let's look at it. T can be abbreviated as ton. So T-O-N, ton. Okay, so you can just write T as we showed you earlier. An abbreviation is when a long word is shortened to a shorter way, like GBC, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, GBC, Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB. It's an abbreviation, we shorten it. So for the ton, you have T, and that is it. Then from T, let's go to TA word. Let's look at TA word. I want talent. Let's look at talent. So the talent, you go from TA. This is talent, spelled as T-A-L-E-N-T, talent. So you take the T, then you go to T-A, talent. So we are going to look for T and A, then L, then E, then we get talent. So let's now try it. Try it at home. Take your dictionary and let's go. So T-A, then we look for T-A-L. Let's look. Let's go. T-A-L. Then T-A-L-E. T-A-L. What am I? So I-J-K-L. So from K you go to L. So K-L. Oh, I have talent. Okay? Okay, let me read it for you. Talent means a natural ability or skill. Auntie Winifred is a talented teacher. She teaches easily. It comes naturally. That's a natural skill. I am a talented dancer. The way I can dance, one day I'll dance for you, see. That is my skill, that is my talent. Uncle Sylvester too is a great teacher. Everyone has a talent. Do you know you have a talent? Something special God has put in you. And whenever you work at it, you shine. Nora is very creative, very good. You enjoy the frame section. That is her talent. What is your talent? So talent is spelled T-A-L-E-N-T. Let's look for a T-O word. T-O. So from T-A, you go to T-B. T-B can be tuberculosis. So T-C, then T, then you go all the way to T-O. Let's look for T-O word. Which T-O word should we use? Let's see. T-O-O-O-O. So I have T-I here. I comes before O, isn't it? T-O. Okay, so let's go to T-O. T-O. Toddler. Let's look at the word T-O-D-D-L-E-R. Toddler. And what does a toddler mean? A toddler is a young child who is just beginning to walk. A toddler. So you go from T, then you look for T-O. We had T-A, you look for talent. This one T-O. Then after looking for T-O, you look for T-O-A, T-O-B, T-O-C, T-O-D. Then you get Todd. You join the words and it's easy. So you see, using a dictionary is very easy. It's so easy. Don't say it's difficult. And as we have taught you today, whenever you read and you don't understand the word, look it up in the dictionary. Because every T word you know is found here. Let's look at the last T word. TZ. Not the food. I mean, it just came into mind. But the last T word in Ghana is definitely, I'm sure, TZ. Tuozafi. I love it with dog meat. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. So let's look at the last TZ word. And let's check it and see. TZ, 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 Tuozafi, TZ. So the last TZ word is Tizarina. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just, I think, a name or something. So let's end it there. Okay, so you've learned that every time you read a book and you don't understand the word and you don't ask your teacher or your mother, you can confidently now open the English dictionary and get every word except the words we have coined for ourselves. Even there's kwashoko now in the dictionary because it has been added to the English words. So look it up and always know that when you read and you don't really understand, you have not read, because reading is when you read, you understand the words and apply it to your life. See you next week from T. Where do we go? Next week I'll tell you. Thank you so much for watching the Kids Golden Moments. When I say Kids Golden Moments, what do you say? Hearts, hands, and heels.
Kids Golden Moments, hats, hands, and heels. Ranti, schools have resumed. What are your experience from the usual thing? We used to go to school in the morning, we go to class, but now they say we shouldn't play. You have to eat, you have to play in your classrooms. How is your experience?
It's not nice.
At all? Why? Why are you saying that?
Because at first, normal ordinary school, you can breathe your own air, but now you're breathing the air in your mouth.
Oh, you have to always put on nose masks.
Yes.
You have to wash your hands. Oh, it's like you're restricted. Oh, okay. So what about playing, eating? How is it?
We eat in the classroom, and now everybody has his own personal room, personal swimming, and personal materials and items that they use.
Okay. So do you think with this compared to the usual school going where we all eat from one bowl, is it hygienic now?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. All right. So you recommend everybody brings his or her bowl.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So kids out there, I hope you are also going to school with your own bowl, spoon, water. Make sure you don't share anything because COVID-19 is real. And don't forget to put on your nose mask when going to school because it is very essential, okay? If mommy forgets, if daddy forgets, make sure he gets it one. Even before he gets down from the car, don't go to school without your nose mask and your sanitizers. And always remember to wash your hands. COVID-19 is real. All right. Over to our moral tips section. We always tell you that you can be a very good person, but without morals you will not get anywhere. So this is where we train ourselves morally. Alright, so today what do you have for us?
Strike whilst the iron is on, hot. Definition. Do a task at the right time. If not, the work will get more difficult to do later. When you visit a blacksmith or a goldsmith, they will tell you that when the iron is hot, it's then soft and easier to hit and mold to whatever shape or design you wish. When it is cold, it gets hard and it gets very difficult to mold. Act decisively and take your opportunities when they arise.
Okay, act decisively. Alright, so Nora, is there anything you have for us based on what you read?
I have something to say that if you have something to do, you must do it. If not, the work might pile up. If you have a book to read or work to do it. If not, the work will pile up.
Alright.
Today, I had books to wash. I was feeling lazy to wash it, but when I washed it, I felt free.
You felt free.
It's good to do your work.
On time. So Nora, Ranti, something small, an advice for your colleagues at school.
Strike while the iron is hot. It can similarly be a quote to procrastination is a thief of time.
It's a thief of time.
So if you have work to do and you don't do it and it keeps piling up, you get more job to do and it gets more difficult when you are doing it and you feel pressure on yourself. You
This
feel like
pressure.
you are very guilty.
Oh.
You don't do what you have to.
Yes. So kids out there, I hope you've learned something. Strike while the iron is hot. Okay. So we come to the end of our moral tips section. We are going to the board to have our word formation. So follow us there. We are back to school again. So today for our word formation, I think we should use back to school. What do you think?
Yes.
Back to school. And today is 2 against 1. Wow. Alright, so in a minute, the number of words you can. Okay, so start work. Okay. Alright, so kids out there, as they are writing, as we are finding more words, you can also continue in the house. You can do this with your kids out there to get them busy. You know, this COVID we close at 12, so when they get home, you can still do more. Hey, these ones. Okay. I need help. I need help. Yeah. It's okay. Our time is up. So in a minute, can you please read your words? Because you had so many words. Some words are not in the dictionary. Alright, so let's go on to read your words.
Back, act,
Okay.
to, school, cool, cook, oak, book, took.
I have the same word.
To, cool, school, cook.
Alright, so I think I also have cat too. That's it, and then court. These are the only differences we had in our word formation. It is good to find words. Alright, so let's go and play. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Today we are going to play, and you know, as usual, we used to sit, but today we are standing to play. And today with our game, in fact, it is going to be interesting. So stay tuned as we play. Today's game is kind of, we are going to speak the words out, okay? So I'm going to mention a word, and after the word, I'm going to ask a question based on the word. Okay, so any work or any occupation that starts with the letter P.
Pasta. Police officer.
Police officer. Pasta. Okay. So an animal with the letter R, because R ends pasta. Any animal that starts with it. Rabbit. Okay. Rattlesnake. Okay, so any food with the letter T. Rats. T.
Normal tea.
Normal tea. I want food that we eat. T.
Dessert.
Dessert. Okay. So another example, the last one. Any word with the letter S. Any word. Speak. Okay.
Spell.
Speak. Spell. Speak. Spell. All right. So
Yeah.
any car with the letter K. Speak. Car.
Kia.
Yes. All right. So any food or any vegetable or fruit with the letter A, because Kia. Apple. All right. So that is what we have for you today. Meet you same time next week. Kids Golden Moments. Hats, hands, and hair.